Hi Leos, thank you for joining me and welcome to this reading for October. I'm super excited to be here with you guys and to bring this reading for you. Sorry I have to turn on the lights like this. That's the way it works for now. Anyway, I'm going to do a breakdown of your Vimeo reading telling you about the people that will be important in your life in October. Then we're going to do a little bit of astrology and then a big tarot reading. And so first, if you guys want to support me or the channel, then go check out the Buy All feature on Vimeo. All the videos that I add to that folder, including extra bonus daily content or whatever we create in October, will be included in the folder. And then also just remember to ring my bell if to get notifications. So you have to have the two little lines over the bell, and that's right beside the subscribe button down there somewhere, right over there. Anyway, so hopefully you guys are doing okay. It looks like a good month ahead in October for you. So the way that I started doing this Vimeo breakdown here is, rather than go through the reading again, just tell you guys about the court cards and pick a angel card to clarify. So this is the important person that's going to really get you through the month. She's a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It could be a man or a woman, but more likely she's a female. It's an Empress here. It could be your mother, or it could be somebody who's like a maternal figure. So somebody who could potentially be older than you or just carry an older energy about them. She's a nice woman and she's sympathetic. She's providing for you a lot of help. She will help you resolve a lot of stress in your life. She will help you to put down some of the struggles that you are contending with, at least on your own personal level, in your mind, whatever. The extra, oh cute, she's going to teach you gratitude. That's like one of my favorite words. So I feel like she's going to just instill in you gratitude and reinforce that for you, especially since you might be struggling with the divine feminine a little bit in October. But you're not the only one. I think all of the readings have some kind of difficult card over here, so maybe don't worry about it so much. And in fact, your card isn't as bad as two other readings. They got the Tower in the exact same position. So yeah, the divine feminine is struggling. Women's rights are going to be struggling in October, and so yeah, so she's going to bring that level up and help you focus on the positive, maybe break down some of the things that are weighing you down, and thinking hopefully. Next we have the Prince of Swords. He's a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and this guy in some way is a problem, a little bit of a problem. I don't know, I had a couple different takes on him, but I think that the thing that you should expect is harsh words and criticism. So if you're in kind of verbal back and forth with someone, a push and pull, I think that's going to continue. And expansiveness. Okay, so this person is clearing the way. You see in this card, he is with his sword swiping at the three other figures. In some way, he's clearing the way with his words. So what seems like a difficult moment or whatnot is actually a point of expansion. So good for you, good for you. So allow this energy to come through and point out the things. It may sting a little bit, but I feel at the same time it's productive. The next message is the Prince of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries. This person may in some way have to do with all of this isolation, alienation. This person's breezing through. They could be coming in with information to tell you the truth on things. Okay, just let him be. I would say don't get in the way. It's a question of trust, right? And so allow this person to carry on as they are. I think this is you in it. I know I think that you're pretty, I hate to say it, but I'll tell you the truth. I think you're pretty alone in the whole circumstance. And that's not necessarily such a bad thing, provided you don't start feeling lonely. And I think this is where this person comes in. So I feel like you are alone, but that doesn't mean you're lonely. It just means that the people around you are kind of sketch bags, okay? So or townies, this is my word. You guys can hashtag townie down below if you guys want. So townies or sketch bags. Let's keep that going. Prince of Discs, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Okay, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I think this is your second go-to person this month. So you have the Queen of Cups and the Prince of Discs. I think they're really the ones who are going to carry you through. In fact, with something to do with work, something to do possibly sibling or possibly a soulmate energy. Somebody's coming through. And I think that you will understand. It feels very warm. It feels very welcoming. It feels very kind. I think good energy is coming your way. And the Ace of Wands means that it's a glow up month. It's an improvement month. You have the Aeon here, which is probably as close to an Ace of Wands as you can get. You have the Ace of Swords, important communication coming through. So I don't want you to get discouraged in any way with these two guys. I just think that maybe they're in the past and they're sour that they're not glowing up like you are. So you have compassion. This person is very compassionate person, nice and understanding. But I feel as though there's a deeper resonance there than just, sympathy and compassion. Okay. So yeah. So that's the reading for your Vimeo. I hope that gives you an idea some of the characters that came through. Let me know how you like this part of the video. I kind of like explaining it this way and giving it like a couple minutes to focus on the people that showed up in that reading. I think it works for me. I hope it does for you. Okay, so there we go. We have our kitty cat here, and let's take a look at the astrological chart just for a minute. There's about 5 transits you guys should be aware of. Somebody asked me why I'm not doing like the more specific transits. I saved that for the dailies, and I know I haven't been uploading daily. It's because the catch up on this channel has been ridiculous. It's lasted like 3 or 4 months. I was that behind, and so I'm very pragmatic, like you'll see. But anyway, so the point is that for your monthly readings, it works better because of how people understand astrology, the general public, to just explain these bigger transits, and we'll go into the details in the dailies and weeklies, right? Okay. So if you're wondering about these tokens, by the way, that's how I choose who goes next. And I explain the tokens on the Vimeo. So it's good luck. Let me go through them for you just so you don't feel, just so you don't feel a certain way. We have the Goddess. We have Jupiter here. This is the sacral chakra. This is a symbol for friendship. This is sunset, sunrise. Juno, the asteroid. Where is she on your chart? She's right here in the 11th house. I would look out for that. This is a really good thing. This could be this Queen of Cups energy, the love energy that is coming through and into your life as a friend. The moon set. And then we have also the 4 corners. So earth, air, fire, water. So I feel like there's a lot of blessings that came. And the way that I pick them is I go into my token bag and I pick all the tokens until I reach a sign, and then we read for the sign. So it's completely random. You guys got a lot. Sag didn't get any bonus messages. Okay, so let's take a look at your romance angel actually first. You guys get a romance angel card this month. And, ooh, Leo, wedding. This situation involves marriage. And don't worry, whenever I see this, I get paranoid. I'm like, is he lying to me? Like, no, he's not lying to you. He's, this is good vibes. This is good energy. Okay, so Venus is retrograde between your 4th and your 3rd house. I'm going to do a special video for that, so we'll get into that separately. However, Mercury actually transits through Scorpio as well this month. Yeah, honey. The Mercury moves into Scorpio on the 9th of October and will continue through until the 31st, at which time Mercury moves into Sag and Venus moves into Libra. 2 things to remember. The majority of what happens with Venus retrograde will happen in November for the most part. A lot of communication for you will happen with your family in October, and Mercury will go retrograde in Sag in your 5th house in November. So it's like they're going in 2 separate directions, and on the same day, on the 31st of October, they will go to their respective opposite houses and start doing stuff there. And for you, those are key positions. So it starts in the family and then grows to the self, and then also some romantic relationships that could be doing some kind of rehashing for you at the end of the month. There is a new moon in Libra on the 8th of October, and that's in your third house. I like third house new moons. They really allow for new beginnings. You can change your identity a little bit. You can reassert what you want out of life. So use that day to kind of get that out of life. And then the full moon in Taurus in your 10th house. Look at you go. That's a business. That is a business and career full moon if I ever saw one. So you will have a lot of opportunities with that. So working your way up to the 24th of October and that full moon in Taurus in the area of career. Guess which cards I have for you guys today? Well, if you've seen the other videos, then you know, but this is the Mary L. Tarot, one of the prettier decks. And I don't mean to, like, obviously the Halloween theme is here, but it's not really, it's just a little bit of a seasonal kind of flavor, but I see Halloween as a really nice transition to winter. I think it's a really nice holiday, and there's actually two other holidays, one on the 1st of November and then one on the 2nd, All Saints and All Souls days that follow. And you know, I'm Polish, and in Poland we celebrate on November 1st, and that's when you go visit your ancestors. So it's the whole 3-day celebration is really special to me. I think it's really beautiful, and so I chose this deck based on that. I don't want to think of it as a Halloween deck, but I do think that's a more spirit deck. It's a beautiful one. The creator took 14 years to make it, so pretty nice stuff. Okay, if you guys want a time caps, by the way, feel free to do so. There's, like, you know, if you want to do each part of the talk, that's cool. Okay, so let's take a look. Ooh, Leo, look at this. King of Discs. He's a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. He's eating an apple. And so I feel as though this is concerning. It's that Prince of Discs, right? In the other deck, the Prince of Discs is a knight in this deck, but it's still looking pretty good. A Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, look for that earth energy. You still have a lot of vitality in your 6th house. Let me show you in the chart because I didn't explain it. So right behind the fox is the 6th house, and that has to do with daily activity. You have Vesta and Pluto and Saturn moving direct through this house after being retrograde for their respective time periods. A big focus on that. One thing we should also probably focus on is the fact that you have the South Node, Lilith, and Mars in your 7th house of partnership. So don't be so foolish with regard to partnerships. Be a little bit tentative. I would not get in the moment with a partnership, and especially if it's feeling a little strained or something, be cautious. But let's just focus on the cards for a little bit. So the Prince of Pentacles, the Prince of Discs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, somebody's got your back. And in some cases, there's a marriage that is coming to the forefront. The Page of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. So very earthy energy right off the bat. I recently looked on her website, and she still has this painting for sale. I bought 2 of her paintings, and I absolutely adore them. Such a good buy. And so I think that this one, whoever wants a baby, I would like buy that painting. You're going to be blessed, right? Anyway, she's not sponsoring me. I don't really personally know her, but I just want to give a shout out because I think it's just such beautiful work, and I think it's valuable. Intrinsically valuable, right? And maybe possibly in other ways as well. But King of Discs, Page of Discs. So I feel as though deep connection with the earth element. I feel like your goals are being reinforced by the people around you. There could be the potential of meeting someone who wants children and wants family, that theme, but in a very earthy kind of way. Let's build a home together. Let's have children, that kind of thing. I feel like that's at the forefront of this person's consciousness. We have the devil. This can represent Capricorn. So there could be this energy associated with working really hard this month, working towards your goals, and maybe that's what's on the surface. This person or this person could be a Capricorn. This could be also your state of mind. Pages can be like your state of mind for the month, or the energy that you're bringing to the table, and that's reflected in your chart. Very focused on the earth element, which hits your chart in career, in money, and in the way that you apply yourself every day, your chores and your skills. And so you have earth elements in those houses associated with making money, which is it's very prosperous to have those transits there. Okay, so next we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so this is feeling super nesting. This feels like on the surface, it appears as though you're working really hard, and you are. I mean, you're getting things done, but then on a personal level, there is this element of really nesting and being at home with family, connecting with people you love, and really kind of entwining yourself in a good environment. The next message is the Seven of Swords. So this is, I love how it looks like a ruby, and then it looks like an amethyst. Because I think, yeah, it's actually an emerald he has in his beak. So the Seven of Swords, I feel as though tentative. Be very careful this month. Don't say things. I think this is saying don't say things forthright. I know you like to be expressive and diligent with how you communicate, and how do you say this? You don't want to hide anything, Leo, right? That's the way that you do things. I feel like maybe that's not the best approach this month. Let me show you again in your chart. So it's this whole transit right here in partnership, in which Lilith can really upset even the most sincere attempts at honesty and disclosure. So you want to kind of keep things a little tentative, especially in your work life and your day-to-day kind of work-oriented interactions. Outside of the home interactions, you may want to be kind of tenuous around those issues. Here is the next message. We have the Eight of Swords, and so I feel as though someone doesn't know what to do exactly in a situation. They feel left out. Maybe this is your feelings about the matter, but in some way you feel as though you want to kind of make that connection towards someone, but you don't know how, and you don't know exactly how to bring it about. The next message is the King of Swords, a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Now this is in your position, so this is the position of you. It also represents kind of Venus, so there could be the love energy coming to you from an air sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, even the North Node. So what you're looking for is more than the astrology, an air type person, somebody who says I think a lot. You know, when they answer a question, they don't say I feel, they say I think. I think somebody who sees something very clearly. This is someone who's around the home, someone who has smart discernment about situations. The next card is the Moon. Now this can represent Pisces. So hidden feelings. This is feeling like there is something that you are tiptoeing around that is holding you back from fully doing what you want this month, which may be okay, because I don't think you're actually getting into a problem. It's not showing that anyway yet. But I feel like there's some really good things around your home, family, relationships, and all those things. And I think you see very clearly what you want at this time. But I do feel as though there's a situation that feels as though you're being left out, kept out. And it could be in some way to do with like negative states of being, not healthiest ways of processing. Like somebody else is toxic, it's not you, but in some way you have to contend with it. And so you may have your secret feelings about it, you may have your opinion, but I feel like you may have your opinion, but I feel like that opinion is in some way is in some way keeping you from getting into trouble with this person or situation, which is fine, but you have to wait out the situation nonetheless, because the strategy it takes to deal with things, sorry, I had to think about it for a minute, but the strategy that it takes for you to deal with it is going to have to unravel or happen of its own accord. So you're kind of stepping to the side of something, but you still have to let the train pass, right? Like you're stepping out of its way. This is the train. You're stepping out of the way, and you have certain feelings about what's going on. It's like a situation is pushing past you, and you're gonna let it happen, but you're gonna feel your feelings and thoughts and ideas about it, and it's gonna keep you out of certain things that you would push through otherwise. But I don't think it's gonna permanently deter it, and I think it's a smart move. Here we go. We have the High Priestess. You're hoping for this like intuitive moment. You want to really understand exactly what is motivating actions and decisions around you. I feel like you want to tap, higher states of consciousness. You want to connect with the psyche. You want to connect with the enlightenment and understand the dream world. You want to understand, shamanic energies. You want to connect with all these kinds of lucid states of being. And I think it's happening through your dreams. I think you're definitely getting powerful dreams and powerful insight, but I don't know if you're going to get to that. I think this is more the goal, and this is what you get. However, it could be argued that this is the natural state of being, whereas this is something supernatural, right? The High Priestess. Okay, so here we go. Here is the next message. There he is. Wow, the Knight of Discs, of Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. So you have to wait certain things out, and he's coming. So in this position, this is like your crown chakra connection to the universe, and this is the manifestation. So this is a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Now this could be the same person. In fact, it feels like it's somebody who's going to grow up to be this, but right now he's still this. So in some way you are expose or connecting with a Knight of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I feel like this person is coming through for you. He showed up in the other reading on Vimeo, and I feel like this is a big confirmation that somebody is coming into your life to bring you some type of support and presence. This is someone who wants to see you through in situations. On the bottom of the deck is the Two of Discs, which is a careful movement forward towards situations, progress from the past to the future. The Two of Pentacles is about progress, but it's like methodical progress. I feel like you're moving towards a wedding. You're moving towards marriage, but I think you're still figuring out how to get there. And I feel like in certain ways you still feel barred from becoming the person or being around the person who is going to be that person who marries. So for the time being, it's like home, happiness, comfort, stability, those kinds of things are with you, but you still are growing into the lion that you will be if you're a woman watching this, the lioness, or maybe the person that you're dealing with, they're still kind of growing into who they will become. Okay, beautiful reading. I hope you guys enjoy it. It looks like, it looks like real life stuff. It doesn't look too crazy. It looks, and I wouldn't worry about this. I feel like this happens to people all the time, that they have to in some way wait out a situation or just allow certain things to happen that have nothing to do with them. Sometimes a company's restructuring and then all these changes happen around you, and all you have to do is just get out of the way of the moving train. Sit there, have your feelings about it. It will slow down the other aspects of your life, but ultimately, you have loyalty. This is the card of loyalty, you know? And so you have loyalty on your side, and I think you see it. So I don't think this is going to be a month where you don't see it. I don't think it's a month in which you don't recognize it. But I just think that there's a little bit of a halt on how quickly you get the things you want done. Astrologically speaking, I think it has to do with this partnership thing. I think it's Lilith. I think this devil right there is Lilith kind of throwing crazy into your circumstances and slowing what you need to get done down. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful October. Check out your other videos down below, and I will talk with you soon. Take care. Bye.